Hi, so today I want to make a mini workout in support of better hearing, including things like tinnitus, which is the ringing of the ears. So to start, we're going to do a little bit of support with moving of the ears, the physical movement, bring more blood flow into the ear, bring more chi, more energy. And one way we can do that is bring your hand, take your thumb, place it right in your ear. That's going to stay stationary. Take your index finger and grab the back part of the upper ear. And you're going to gently slide the ear forward. So as you slide the index finger forward, it's going to slide the upper ears forward. So you're actually bending the upper ear. The thumb itself stays stationary. And that's just going to bring more blood and chi to the upper ear. Give you a little side view on this side. Just kind of moving the energy of the ear. And then we're going to move that flow into the lower ear. So if you wear earrings, be really careful, but otherwise do a gentle tug and release. Tug and release. That'll help to open up the ear canal, but at the same time it brings more energy into the lower part of the ear. Just gentle tug and release. Good. Great. One more time. And now we're going to focus more on the ear canal and opening up more flow here. This is good against any buildup you might get like earwax and things like that. So you're going to do some compressions. Now if you have hearing aids, you want to be really gentle with this one, or maybe avoid this particular exercise. But you're going to place your hands over your ears and you're going to make compressions. So you're going to press and release. Three more times. Good, and you get a sense of how that starts to open up more flow into the ear and helps the eardrum. So next I want to do one that's particularly good if you have tinnitus, ringings of the ears, which is not very pleasant. I'm one that has dealt with that as well. So the first point we're going to work with, some acupressure points, is right here in front of the ear. This is called the tragus, and you have 3 points right here. One's for the sanjiao, which is not part of Western medicine, but it's part of Eastern medicine. It helps to balance the heat in the body. So when heat starts to rise, it can make more ringing in the ears. When your blood pressure starts to rise, it can be stronger. So we want to work with these points here. So one way to find them is if you open your jaw, and you'll feel the opening right here. That's going to be the area where the points are. And you can press your finger there, or your thumb if you prefer, and just gentle pressure, pressing in. And if you like, you can make little circles. And just give a little bit of gentle pressure into this point, or these series of points, and that will open up more flow into the ear. And you can just hold that for a moment and breathe. And you don't want to do too much. If you have a lot of pain here, make sure that you make it very gentle. Otherwise, it's kind of direct pressure. You're not trying to force your finger in there. That's a good one. And then give a little rub just to kind of finish that up. And then there's a couple other points right directly below the earlobe, behind the jaw. That's a sanjiao point as well. And then if you go right here along the side of the neck, and there's 2 points right here. There's this big muscle that helps you when you turn your head. It's called the sternocleidomastoid muscle, long name. But if you go right below and the earlobe and right behind there, and another way to kind of cheat it is just kind of massage this whole area. That's kind of the cheating form, which is a good way to work. So you don't have to worry so much about where the points are. But if you want to find them, you can always work a little bit directly on the points, but just massaging along, up and down along the side of that neck muscle, from the bottom of the ear, back of the jaw. And that will open up some more energy into these areas. Good. And anytime you can get more blood flow, more chi going, it's going to help to open up the energy of the ears. So the next thing I want to do is also really good for tinnitus, and that's called beating the heavenly drum. Once again, we're going to cover the ears, but you're going to flick your index finger off your middle finger into the back of the head. I'm going to turn around for this, so I'll turn around. And we're going to focus on the area right here at the back of the head, and we're going to do this 24 times. So, and then give a little rub here at the back of the head. By turning and tapping this area, the back of the head, is a very good way to calm the mind. In ancient China, they called it taking you back into utero. So the idea is to focus like beating it, like the beat of your heart. So you bring your heart into this area to calm this down. So one final thing that I'd like to show you that's really good for the ears, because in Chinese medicine, the kidneys control the ears. So it's important that we have strong kidneys. So I'm going to stand up and bring your focus to your lower back, the kidney area, and just begin by giving it a little rub. And by rubbing there, you can get some more heat and vitality into the kidneys. And then let your hands just rest here on the lower back and take a breath in and slowly kind of just let your kidneys expand. You can even arch the back a little bit and then let yourself just kind of rise back up to your full height and then slowly arch the back, breathing into the lower back, getting a sense of focusing on breathing in to the kidneys. The kidneys are like your energetic batteries, so we're just recharging the batteries. So you just kind of drop down, let your lower back kind of push backwards, and then rise back up. And you can do this seated, you can do it standing like I'm doing, you can always do it lying down in bed as a one standalone kind of exercise. It's always good to bring more chi into the lower back and the kidneys. And let's do that 2 more breaths. Good. And a little rub here to finalize it. Good. So, all of these things work really well together to help bring you a sense of healthy ears and good hearing. So I hope that helps. Have a great day. Take care.